Hello, welcome back, guys. My name is Anita Tuk, and this is TeenCoders, and the course is website development using WordPress. Now, in the last class, we talked about the site title, the tagline, and the logo. Okay, we want to proceed with colors and background. Now, your site, this is my sample site. You check the colors and the fonts. If you want to change the fonts, the write-up to look, in a different way, this is where we set it. So let's take, for example, for this particular template, we have these different color samples. It's using white. So let us take red and just save and publish. We'll wait for it to load. Okay, it's saved. Let's refresh the page and see what we have done. Okay, so that's the site. Now you can see the red background and still loading while that is going on. So if we want to work on the fonts, if we click, if we use this, so let me explain. We have headings and base fonts. Now what we mean by heading and base fonts, this is what we call base fonts. So if I should change my heading to this, and then I save and publish, wait for it to load. Okay, if I should refresh my page, you see the changes. Another thing again, you can take different sizes, small to large and then huge. Also, okay, you can see about these ones have changed, and then we can change this other one by setting them also. Let's say exo, you can also take different size, let's say small size, and save and publish. So when you actually use the paid version of WordPress, you could do a lot more. In this particular instance, we are restricted to the number of fonts, the options we are given. In the full paid version, you can do a lot more. But for now, this is okay. Okay, so let's refresh and see what we have done. This is what we're looking at now. Good. So that's the change. Okay, we go back. The header image. Now, some templates allow you to edit the header image, some don't allow. Now, what we mean by header image is this. This image. So we can customize for the system to randomly select any of these. For example, if we choose this as our header image, and then let's save and publish. That's what is very interesting. Okay. Okay, so we have that. We refresh this. You see the results. Remember the floor, that's the new design. So we have the header image now. So this is our header image. You can also, upload your own image if you want. Let's say, just for this may not work because of the size. The size is too small, but let's see. Okay, so let's take this crop image. And okay, save and publish. So in that way you can use your own customized image or use predefined images to set the header. I think I should. Okay, so that's it now. One thing with what websites, I think I should mention it at this point. This is called the header, and this is called the footer. Then this is called your scroll. Use your scroll bar. You normally have your menu here. We'll come to all that. Okay, so I think I prefer the initial image. I prefer this other image. Let me just take this image, save and publish. Then we continue. Okay, the next is the menu, the content options, static front page, and theme options. Now, in our next lecture, we'll talk about the menu and the widgets. Let's look at the content option. Now, content option is how do you want your content to be displayed. Let's allow it at default. We'll leave the widget. Let me just, menu is where you customize this. So if I click my menu, for this site we have home, about, contacts, and blog as the menu. You get. So we'll talk about that in the next lecture. Widgets also, we'll talk about widgets in the next lecture. Widgets is one of the interesting things with WordPress. Now, we also mentioned how you want your pages to be displayed. Mostly if you're working with a blog, if you're developing a blog, you can use your latest posts. But in this case, since you're working with maybe a site you want to display products, we use static page. Allow this one to be home page, the front page. Remember, we define front page and web pages, so allow this one to be the front page. Okay, so we leave that as it is. Theme options. For now, I would recommend you leave the theme options as it is. So with this, leave the testimonial. So in our next slide, we'll talk about menu. In our next subsequent classes, we'll talk about menu, widgets, and all of that. But for now, I think we had an interesting class. Just refresh your work to see how far we have gone. So in this class, we looked at the background, the colors, the fonts, and the header. Thank you very much. See you in next class.